Hello and welcome to the WFO Racing League's Twisted Tuesday Can-Am Pro Series right here at Texas Motor Speedway. We got about 125 laps here of exciting Can-Am racing tonight. Good to see everybody tuning into the broadcast. See the driver of the day votes already rolling in. Appreciate the likes coming into the broadcast as well. Nation's going to be a bailout on us tonight. He's got to go to work early, so you're going to have Vern and maybe Coop, Bradley Cooper in the booth. We'll have to see when Coop comes in. But we got a few minutes before they go green here. I just wanted to kick things off a little bit early. Go ahead and get our starting lineup on the screen here. Starting on the pole tonight, you're going to see that number 31 of Richard Holland. Outside of him in second, it's going to be the number 20 car, Russell Charneski. Starting third tonight, Dylan Altum in the 92 car. To his outside in fourth, you'll see that number 14 of Jeff Martin. Starting fifth tonight, one of the fan favorites there, that's Troy Cook in the 51. To his outside in sixth, that's going to be the 10 car, Ricky Fagand. Starting seventh tonight, we got Todd Cray. Back here tonight driving a 21 car. To his outside in eighth is the number 19 Austin Wagner. Starting ninth tonight, you see Garrett Helmlinger in the 77. To his outside in 10th is going to be Derek Robinson in the 38. Starting 11th tonight, we got Tyler Lambert, also known as Red the Barber, in the 9 car. To his outside in 12th is going to be Corey Cook in the number 61. 13th tonight, Trent Ripley. Good qualifying lap for Trent tonight. Trent will be in the 09 car in the 13th position. To his outside in 14th, this man needs no introduction. That's the legend here, the driver of the day legend, Mr. Hal Amy, driving the 3 car. 15th tonight, you'll see Adam McKinney in the number 13. To his outside starting 16th is going to be Nick Gardner in the 41. Starting 17th tonight, we got Leo Lortz in the 108 car. To his outside in 18th is going to be the number 54 of Adam Tips. Got Steve K. Blankenship driving the number 8 car starting 19th. To his outside in 20th is going to be the number 42 of Zach McDaniel. Starting 21st tonight's Burt Wilson in the number 70 car. To his outside will be Tim Hamlet, but actually Tim is the admin, so he's probably not going to be taking the green tonight. And then we got some of the guys starting in the back here that didn't put down a qualifying time. It's going to be the 63 of Glenn Jamison, the 58 of Thomas Cristiano, and the number 96 of Michael Updegraff. So that's going to be your starting lineup for tonight's race here. And they're going to start gridding up in about 20 seconds, so we'll be able to go live then. I did want to remind everybody to make sure you put your vote in for your favorite driver for Driver of the Day. Also going to let everyone know this is race number 10 for the K&N Twisted Tuesday K&N Pro Series over here. And that means it's our final regular season race. Next week when we head to Talladega, that's going to be chase race number 1 of 5. So, this will be the final race for the guys to get into the chase for the championship. We're going to take the, I believe it's the 12 best drivers, 12 top 12 drivers, and put them in a chase for the championship. All other drivers will still be able to start and race. Those will just be the top 12 will be the guys that are going for the championship this season. So we'll get all that worked out after the race. When I do the points, I'll be able to know who those guys are, and we'll get all that added in, but just wanted to go over that with the fans. So if you're watching out for your favorite driver, and I'll even take a look at the points. I got them pulled up as well, so we can look and see who's close and where the racing's going to be at. But right now we see all the drivers getting lined up
Vern.
here. Hey, Tim.
Could you mute it real quick for me?
Oh, sorry about that. I had to go over a couple of things with the race admin, Mr. Tim Hamlet. Had a couple of questions. So now all that's out of the way. You can see the guys out there pacing behind the pace car right now, getting ready to get this thing started here in Texas. Your pole sitter again is going to be the 31. Richard Holland to his outside. You're going to see that 20 of Russell Charneski. Charneski been fast this season. Believe he's got 3 wins in this car. I'm going to verify that. That's absolutely correct. Dylan Altum in the 92. Jeff Martin in the 14. Rick Fagan there in the 10. Got some fast cars. Everybody looking to go green. You can see the pace car dipping off the surface now. And Coop has just made it into the broadcast room. We're clean and green. We're racing, buddy. We just took the green flag at Texas. Look at Charneski starting in that 20 car on the high side, getting a great start here. Going to take the lead away from the 31. You see Dylan Altum all over the bumper of that 31 car right now. The guys are starting to get fanned out in the back a little bit. 2 by 2, everybody looks like they're giving each other plenty of room right now. And we got a race in Texas. More like a shootout. Cooper, are you there, buddy?
I'm here, but I can't hear you very well.
I don't know why you can't hear me. You turn your stuff up, man.
I'm trying.
Look on the broadcast and see if you can hear me on there. And then we'll know if it's my mic or not, but it looks like mine's putting out all right.
Yeah, you're coming through my monitor speakers right now. I had to unplug everything. And
yeah, you can go in Discord if you hit the little gear down by your name at the bottom and turn your volumes up. We got a good clean race. You see everybody getting single file right now, working lap 3 here. Your leader, what the fuck am I even saying, Coop? Your leader, Russell Charneski's getting away from him here, and you see the 92 made a pass on the 31, but the 31's going to take the position back from the 92. That will be for second. So originally Dylan Altum took it, and Richard Holland's like, no, you know what? I think I want second back. And he took it back. I'm looking at a car, though, in front of our leader here to see what car that is. Looks like it's a 96 of Uptograph. Already about to go a lap down. He must have started from pit road, if I had to guess.
I'm still trying to get in the room. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. Take your time.
I renewed my yearly subscription with the promotional code. I had to go through my email and make sure I had it.
Awesome. Oh, I do see a little damage on the right front of the 96. I can't talk tonight for shit for some reason, but there's a little damage on that right front, and that's probably going to be why he's going a lap down here. We're going to cruise back through the field with him a little bit to make sure everybody gets by him. You can see he's slowing down on the top right there. So far, everybody's been able to go by single file on the bottom. And I'm trying to get better with the cameras where I can actually keep working the field all the way back to where he's landing at. See Hal Amy just getting by him there. Hal in a little different paint scheme tonight. Derek Robinson moving up on the 96 now. I can tell you, Coop, Uptograph doing a great job. He's getting the car up on the high side and giving people plenty of room.
Looking really good. He was in the top 10 there in California and been bringing home solid top 10s and packs, so
yeah, he's definitely a good driver. I'll tell you, and I give him a little confidence before the race, but another driver that I've seen improvement out of in the past 2 or 3 weeks is Trent Ripley in the 09.
Yeah.
Trent's doing an awesome job. He's coming along.
Trent was one of those guys that just didn't really get in your way or anything. He just kind of hung it out there, and I think he's learned that over time, those guys that passed you will come back to you, so there's no fight with them.
Yeah,
Done a
he's.
good job with that.
I know Trent was new to iRacing, and he's been putting a lot of time in practicing, and it's really starting to show here.
Yep.
You see him working behind the 17 of, I believe that's going to be Alan Westman there. Nick Gardner back there in the 41 as well. So we do have some good drivers back here. And you know, being at WFO, Trent's had a lot of good drivers to learn from, and I know he's on the H&H Motorsports down there with Garrett Helmlinger and Adam Tips and Tim Hamlet.
Well, we just had that discussion last night about having a constant group of guys around you makes you better versus joining all the open.
It does.
Now.
I can tell you, it looks like Charneski's made Holland a little bit better because Holland's all over the back of him now, Coop. Richard Holland in the 31 car, battling with the 20 of Charneski. Looked like Charneski was able to get out a little bit on him, and once Holland got through battling with the 92 of Dylan Oldham, he figured out a way to run him back down here. All I know is the guys told me the car's tight, Coop. Anything other than that, I don't know, man.
Well, for Texas, I mean, that's not too bad because it's a really tight turn 4 there.
Actually, it is. And that's just historic from no matter what car I've drove around here.
Yeah. I'd rather it be really tight coming off of that turn than half sideways.
It seems like Texas is one of the tracks I used to lay the left front down on the apron and about close to the center of the corner to help it turn.
Yeah.
I don't really see these guys getting the left front down there, but I know that's what I used to do. I used to put it right on the white line, Coop.
It's a lot like Atlanta.
Yeah, just like Atlanta. You get it right down to the white line. Actually, I see the 20 car doing it right there.
Yep. Man, they're on top of each other in this top 3.
Yeah, you can see Dylan Oldham's getting tuned back in on these guys, and don't go back too far because it's about ready to be a 4-car battle. You see the 31 of Holland just being patient here. He's not pushing the issue. And probably one of those things will, let's wait and see if he wears his stuff out or how this goes down, If the car's tight, then you're going to take a chance of putting a lot of wear on the right front tire.
Yeah.
Which is going to drop your speeds quicker. And you can see the 92's falling off these two a bit, but the 14's closing in on him pretty rapidly there.
I think this is kind of like the Charlotte set where once you got up behind somebody, you got more aero tight, and that's kind of the problem that Richard's going to have is he's going to use that right front up more. Ooh, Charneski got really out of shape there.
Yeah, you see the 31 right on his back bumper, actually taking a look to the inside now.
Yeah, I think he's going to take him here in 3 and 4.
So we got a challenge for the lead. Hi, Missy. Hi, Denise. Hi, Brooke. Stacy. Crystal. Shelly. Doreen. We got a whole bunch of them in there. Frank, good to see everyone coming into the stream tonight.
I heard about 6 girl names, woman names. Oh, we got trouble in the backstretch.
Oh, we see it. 21 car, Todd Cray. We don't want to see it, but we seen it, didn't we, Coop? Damn it.
But
Yeah.
Trump
He put the
built
Trump
wall
car
there.
in the wall. He didn't build that wall, but he put it there. In Texas, imagine that, Coop.
Oh, wow. So many,
That's
so many
messed up.
coincidences. We didn't script this. This was
All
not
right.
scripted.
So let's, no, it's not scripted. We couldn't script anything that good anyway, Coop. That'd be giving us too much credit, man. All right, here we go. Let's burn it down with charcoal. As Nation would call it, charcoal.
Speaking of scripted, I got something for you after this.
All right, so we're watching the 21, and it looked like it was just a single car incident. He made heavy contact with this outside wall. In the Trump car. Oh, yeah. He sent her off the corner, and, man, that right front did not stick. Put him right in the wall, Coop. But nobody else caught up in it, so no one else damaged. Single car incident. I'll tell you, that's a break probably for the 96 car.
Yeah, he's got some damage. He's going to come down here and get his lap back.
Get that thing fixed up a little bit. Get the lucky dog, maybe.
You were just talking about Michael, weren't you?
We're gonna. Yeah, actually, I was. I was talking about how much room he was giving people when they were lapping him there because he had damage. Brooke got it right though. When I did the caution, you know, I did the nation out, which was charcoal, and really, I mean, to do it right, when we do burn it down, we burn it down with one thing and one thing only. That's fire. If we don't have fire, we ain't got shit. Right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have a scripted response to that. I will come up with something, I'm sure.
You don't need any scripts here. We just say what's on our mind.
So, speaking of scripted, you like that segue, I got back into it. I set my old lady up for failure tonight.
Oh, shit. Brave man.
We were talking, we were cleaning the basement up, packing up stuff that just been laying around and whatever.
Right.
And she found a little Milwaukee impact driver.
That's
She
cool.
hands it to me. But she's like, she hands it to me. I'm like, I got that for you. She's like, I don't need this. I was like, yeah, for when you... She's like, what would I need it for? I said, for when you're screwing things. She said, I don't screw anything. And I said, yeah, I've noticed. She said, never again.
Never again. That means
I
you're
thought it was
cut off
clever.
for life.
I thought it was really clever, but then after I said it, to me it was hilarious.
There is one fast repair, Brooke.
Uh-oh. My tempered glass just fell off of my case. That's awesome.
That is not fucking good at all, Coop.
No, like the 3M tape just decided to quit working.
It didn't break?
No, it didn't break.
What
it
do you
just
mean
kinda
the 3M tape? It ain't got screws that hold it on?
No, this panel has a bracket that screws in, kind of like a regular metal side panel.
Right.
And then that bracket is like...
Oh, I
adhesive
gotcha.
tape.
Right.
Yeah. The adhesive tape's still tacky. I've already fixed it once, but it fell off again. That's hey, that's what you get for $50, you know?
That's right. You have to get you some better tape. He might have had it in a not so temperature-controlled climate.
I'll get that 3M body tape they use up at the shop. That'll hold it on. That shit holds on body pieces at 100
hell
miles an hour.
yes it does. All right,
So
they're 2x2 and the lights are out on the pace car. Missy said the poor Trump car. It got fucked up. You see Dylan Altum in the 92 there. Restarting on the outside. We'll have to see if he can keep timing up with that 31 car here on the restart.
That 31 was patient, man. He sat behind Charneski for a long time. And right when that happened, he got the lead, and then the caution came out.
He was
So
able
hopefully
to
he's not a
maintain the
long-run
lead,
guy.
though, through the pit stops there. It looked like Altum gained a spot there, too. So
Yeah.
you see Austin Wagner in the 19 car restarting in the 4th position, so he's coming up through there. Troy Cook there in the 51. Zach McDaniel, don't forget about him back there in the 42, but pace car's in. Oh, Holland's going to get a good restart here. Leave the kid in the dust on that one.
He got about 2 car lengths on him there.
That's going to allow the inside line to get a little bit better run here, and Russell Charneski's going to try to take advantage of it and get the 2nd position away from the 92 here. Be interesting to see because we watched Holland go up and get the lead away from the 20. Will he actually be able to stretch it out here, or you think they're all going to run pretty close?
I think they're going to run really close. I think that Richard's a long run car. But I mean, I say that now he's got 4 car lengths, 5 car lengths. So I don't know. We'll see. I think Charneski will catch back up to him, but Dylan really fell off there on that restart. He lost about 3 spots.
Yeah, that outside line didn't look like it worked too well for him. I think he got caught a little off guard on the restart for one, and then, you know, being on the outside line was certainly at a disadvantage when the 51 and them got a look underneath of him there.
Yeah, he's got Jeff Martin in his mirror now.
Holland's trying to set sail with it right now, Coop.
Yeah, he's checking out.
That makes me, you know, ask another question. Is he burning his shit up doing that?
I don't know.
Because we've seen Charneski on the initial start be able to get out and do that too. So I'm wondering if that just means them guys are working their shit a little harder.
Charneski's starting to check out from Troy Cook too. I think clean air is part of that. You know, not being aerotight kind of helps you run away. Hopefully he's not burning it up because.
Yeah, it looks like Troy Cook's right in a battle right there with the 19. Oh, the yawning's coming in early tonight. We got Cook there battling with the 19 Austin Wagner. 92 Dylan Altum in the picture.
I think Holland's stretched it out to about 9/10 now.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking at, that gap up front.
Oh, we got the 14 a little out of shape there. I think he might have got a little help going into 1 there.
He gets it gathered back up, but he does have a little damage on the right rear, so he might have got just a little bit of help. The 14's one that on the last run it looked like he took it easy on the beginning and then started coming towards the latter part of the run there.
Okay, yeah, he did. He actually clipped the wall there on that safer barrier, so.
Yeah, he's definitely got a little damage on that right rear spoiler that I can see.
You know, Austin Wagner's got passed by Dylan Altum now for 4th.
Yep. Troy Cook able to stretch it out on those two a little bit while they were racing, and he's closing in on the 20 of Russell Charneski now. And you can see the lead that Richard Holland was putting up there starting to decrease a little bit now, Coop.
Yeah.
So Troy Cook working a little bit different line. Looks like he might be a little higher on his corner entry. One
Jeff
caution
Martin's
so
starting to make a
far.
comeback. Sorry.
One caution so far, so been a good start to the race tonight. Yeah, you look at Jeff Martin getting around the 19 there. It looks like the 19 just might have burned his stuff up. He's fading a little bit here. Or he's fading back and saving his right front tire for a little bit later run.
Yeah, he's falling back to Rick Fagon there in 8th, and he's got a lot higher corner entry, Austin does. He seems like he comes into the corner a little higher in 3 and 4. Oh, it looks like Dylan got into the wall now.
Yeah, I can see him a little bit slower there. Looks like Wagner's going to try to take that spot back away from the 14. I see Fagon making a move there too.
Did I say Fagon?
Did you say Fagon?
I think I did.
Fagon.
It's been burned in my mind to say it the wrong way.
Fagon. Fagonde.
Fagonde. Enrique Fagonde.
We'll go
Shout out
with
to the
Fagon.
nation.
It looked like the 14 was moving up. Now he's moving back.
So y'all cleared it up. Your sinuses are taken care of. You're good.
Yeah,
to go.
my sinuses are better now.
Good.
We got someone voting for Troy named Nugget.
Nugget.
Look at the broadcast.
I don't have my broadcast up, but I will bring it up.
I
Is that like the
keep
gold
mine
nugget
up for the chat. But I keep the volume down on it so you're not reverbing.
Right.
Especially at slow retard pace reverb.
Growing an extra chromosome while I'm watching it.
I'll tell you, someone backing up is the 51, but someone coming forward's the 42. Troy Cook looks like he's fell off the 20 a little bit, and he's kind of backing up there to the clutches of that 42 of Zach McDaniel there.
Yeah, 31's backing up to the 20 too.
Right on. I think
They're
we called it.
Yeah, they're starting to compress. I think they're going to be on top of each other here within the next 10 miles.
I hope not.
Whoa.
I hope they don't try getting on top of each other, Coop.
Hey, we'll do anything for views.
We ain't doing that. I can't help it, Misty. I'm tired.
She calling you out too?
Yes, said stop yawning. I'm gonna get through the race though, Coop. Got less than 100 laps to go now, so we're good.
What would be worse, sneezing or yawning? Or
Nugget
sneezing?
is Troy's nephew.
Ah.
Awesome.
I see.
I like the name, Cindy. It's probably a nickname, though, I'm going to assume. I don't know. I mean,
He was Nugget at birth, man.
Charneski's starting to fade back a little bit. I don't know. He's about 6/10, 7/10 back. It looks like it goes by one end of the track. Charneski's a little faster, and the other end, Holland's a little quicker.
As long as he maintains that 7/10, that's plenty of cushion. You know, to make a little mistake here and there.
He's
Just
growing it now.
maintain it.
He's got it up to about 8/10. I don't. It just goes back and forth. Charneski's charging the corner a little harder than him. I could tell that.
Yeah. He's coming in a lot lower too.
Charging the corner a lot more, and it's hurting him down the straightaway. Troy Cook able to maintain a little bit though. He dropped back some, but he's maintaining it.
Oh, caution.
we got a
Oh, my
caution.
goodness, the leader. The leader barely missed that. You better go on board with him.
Oh, we got to see a car number for it.
31, well, okay. 31 was right behind it, but I can't get the car number for the... Let me see here.
I'm trying to see a car fading back through there.
108.
Leo Lortz.
I mean, the leader just barely missed
Yeah, I
that.
see him right now. All right, so that's going to be the final car on the lead lap, and we're going to burn it down with what? Fire! That's all we got to do. We get a caution, we burn it down. Oh, he's already turned around, Coop. Same thing that happened to the other car earlier. He gets in the outside wall, man, and just... He tears it down. He ran out of corner, Coop.
Yeah, he ripped that wall apart. That was a heads-up move by Richard to miss him. Oh,
Yeah,
my
it was. That was. He had to react quickly, too. But no one else involved. I mean, just a single car incident here for our second caution on lap 38. About the same time frame, too. It's about the time that right front's starting to give up on some of these guys.
Yeah.
Now, what's going on here? But I'm showing the leader, Steve Blankenship.
I think Blankenship stayed out on this one.
I'm pretty sure they had enough laps that I probably wouldn't have stayed out.
No.
I'd at least got fuel. I might have took 2 tires, but I'd have got some fuel.
Well, this might be a little strategy. I know. Hey,
Oh, he's coming to
out
pit
now.
road now. Maybe he missed it the last time.
I know they had a tight race there. Troy Cook came off there second, so.
Or maybe he's doing some funky fuel mileage. Thinking early, Coop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue. We'll go back to the front. You see Troy Cook picking up a spot on pit road there.
Yep.
So he's got the pit crew on it. You know, I'll tell you, Coop, with the run that they had, if I'm one of those guys sitting back there 4th or 5th, I might have took 2 on that pit stop to get me some track position and then...
Pray to God there's another caution.
Well, no,
But
just
with the new tire model, it
get
doesn't
the good
affect you as
fire
much.
off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can kind of get away from the guys a little bit if you do it, and you get you a good fire off and maybe get away from a little bit and just ride it out.
Yeah.
I just do it to see how it worked, and I don't know, maybe I'd have to be back around 7th or 8th or on back. Because if you come in there and take 2 and everyone else takes 4, you're liable to get up in the top 5 pretty easily. So then you're in the top 5, and then you go out and you probably get yourself out front and, you know, just short couple laps while they're trying to get their tires up to pressure. I think it would work, Coop.
Oh, we saw it work pretty well there in Chicago, or California.
Yes, we did. I don't know what's going on there. We're coming up lights out on the pace car. They're going 2 by 2 and a little bit of gap there in the first 2 or 3 rows, like someone didn't get going quick enough. I think they missed their 2 by 2 count. What happened to the 14?
He fell through. He had connection problems and he's fallen through.
He's falling through. I'll tell you, that 31 looks strong in practice, strong in qualifying. Definitely got a good race car tonight.
Yeah, that's his first pole, I believe. He's only been with the WFO for 3 or 4 weeks now, but
All right,
Green
pace
flag.
cars off the track. Holland fires here. Troy Cook gets a pretty decent restart. You might want to close that inside lineup before that 20 gets underneath of him there. Looks like he's going to get it closed up, move the 51 to the 2nd position. Charneski back there in the 3rd position in the 20. Then you got Zach McDaniel. Be interesting with him restarting 4th to see how far he could make it up on this drive.
Zach is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Oh, we got Corey Cook in the wall hard out of 4. 61.
We do get a caution from it. Looks like that wall's just sucking them in, Coop, and spinning them out.
Yeah.
All right, we got fire. We're going to burn it down one more time for you here. See what happened to the 61. Run out of racetrack out of turn 4. With 3rd caution over that.
Do you think he got aerotight being run up on the 92 there? And
Man, I don't know. I mean, at some point you got to know you're shoving the nose and back out of the throttle, but no, he's already out from behind the 92. He might have just given him a false sense of security. You know, you got lower tire pressures there. And I've practiced this car enough to know that sometimes you'll be in the center of the corner and it feels like you're fine. And then as you creep off at the very last second, they'll just shove the nose.
it's like suddenly you're driving a dump truck.
Right on. So now we got us a quick caution here. And with that, I need to take a quick break, and I'll be right back, Coop.
10-4. Jeff Martin joined back in, so he's going to get his laps, a couple laps back. I think they're allowed 3 for per rule book. So he should be able to get back on the lead lap. So that's our 3rd caution tonight. I don't know what what these guys are planning. A few of them from about 15th on back went down pit road. I think they're going to play a little fuel strategy, but top 15 stayed out. This is going to bring Richard Holland, Troy Cook, Russell Charneski, Zach McDaniel, and Austin Wagner being top 5. Ricky Fagone is sitting right outside the top 5. He's trying to get back up there. Alan Westman, Dylan Altum, he's falling a little off pace. I think he had some damage. I think he's got it repaired. Looks like he's got a little bit of right front damage, actually. Might be saving that quick repair. Hopefully he can get that turned around. And 70 of Burt Wilson. The 77 of Garrett Helmlinger. And Helmlinger's another one of those guys that'll just kind of sit back and let the race play out. A little bit of attrition or fuel strategy, whatever it takes. He always finds himself up in the top 5, so I wouldn't be too worried about where he's at right now. Looks like it's going to be another HJRM restart. Richard Holland and Russell Charneski are the class of the field right now. Troy Cook's shown a little bit of strength, but got about 10 laps into the run and he starts to fall off. Track temperature is 104 right now. It's kind of strange that these cars are handling tight. That's a pretty high track temperature. Usually these things step out when you get the track that hot. It's going to be fun to get these new tire models for the truck and B car. I think they're going to come out with that by the end of the year. Might see a little more interesting races in the trucks. As of late, that truck's been pretty boring to drive. Yeah, I'm talking to myself.
You shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't do that? Well, how long you been here? You've just been letting me talk to myself the whole time.
Long enough to listen to you talk about the track and tire module.
That was pretty interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're not.
I tried to sound really enthusiastic about it.
Good bit of information.
What do you think of these HJRM guys up here, up in the front?
They kicking some butt.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Richard Holland's pulling off about 7/10, 8/10. Go green here. I think Troy's got something for him, especially on the short run. Are they counting it down there? Have you been down in their team channel?
No.
I just wonder if they're counting it down for each other to make sure they get a good start. Seemed like that 51 got a real good run on him there. There we go, green flag. Yeah, I think they're counting it down because that 51 didn't lose too much on him. They're going to fall in line really quick going into 1 here. Got a little bit going on back there with the 19. It's Allison Wagner. He looks like he might have got a little out of shape. He's getting passed by Alan Westman now. I think maybe a bad restart for some of those guys. And I was just talking about Garrett Helmlinger, and there he is. He's picked up 3 spots on that restart. He's passing Dylan Altum now on the inside. Got the 10 of Ricky Fagon. He's looking to the inside now. The 20 of Charneski. That's a tight battle there.
Son of a bitch, I missed a restart, Coop.
Yeah, it's alright. I tried to talk to myself as much as I could. Your Al Jr.'s been listening to me the whole time.
Well, Junior can talk.
Ain't I a stinker?
You still got a tongue, don't you?
I had it twice removed.
He's got a
Twice
tongue.
removed, he
Ask
says.
HR.
HR.
No.
She's still with the boss, Junior?
Yep.
She still watch a broadcast?
Nope.
She quit, huh?
Yep.
We didn't want her anyway.
The
Yeah,
boss-
we don't need any HR reps in here.
The boss
We'll have
watched the
a lawsuit
broadcast?
against us.
Yeah, he's watching right now.
Oh, that's not good. He's all right. Ain't got nothing against him.
I guess he's gonna be in here racing next season.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Who's that?
awesome. What's his name?
Alan Gregory.
Well, bring it on, Alan. Do some racing with these guys over here.
Is that the boss? I think I missed something here.
Missy said poor Coop's talking to herself.
Yeah. She's telling Troy to move the 31 out of the way. Those are teammates, Melissa.
No shit.
I don't think that'll happen. I asked
What
her if
is
she
going
wanted
on with the
92 up front.
42 car?
I don't know. There was a weird restart there. I've got a
Oh, we got a caution. Take a look at the map here.
I got you the
9609.
54.
You can take a pick. 549609.
I think the 54 got the worst end
I'm
of
just
it.
going to get on one that's wrecked, and we're going to burn it down with charcoal.
And gasoline.
Yell it. What is it, Coop? What do we burn it down with? Not no fucking charcoal. It's fire!
Fire.
God damn, that was a wreck.
And
Yeah, it started ahead of Adam.
So here we go, 9609. Contact 96 and the 09 get together and they just tear some shit up. 70. Oh, Corey Cook hit his brakes to miss it and just skidded right up into the wall, Coop.
I don't know if that's a better alternative.
Looked like Bert Wilson in the 70 car. He did a hell of a job getting through there.
Yeah. There was a...
He might have
There
tapped
was
the
two
wall a little
cars.
bit doing it, but he still did a remarkable job there.
There was two cars kind of doing whatever. It was kind of hard to decide where you wanted to be, get through that.
Helmlinger's coming to the front.
Uh-oh.
Your point? Coop, Missy wants to know what your point is.
What's my point? About the teams, or...
No, about, come on, Troy, get the 31 out of the way.
Oh. I think Troy... I don't really have a point. I've never made it this far before. Get back to me.
Did you get Windows reloaded for that buddy of yours?
Oh
Coop?
my god. So yeah, I've got it reloaded. It's in the setup menu, and then I unplugged the HDMI and plugged my PC back in, because...
Oh, because of broadcasting.
Yeah.
Fucking broadcasting.
No, I'd much rather be doing this than anything with that. Oh, we fiddle around with it at work in between jobs, and
Coop sends me funny messages.
yeah.
What's the one you sent me today on the interstate? Some jackass lost it with a camper, didn't he, Coop?
Jesus. I was right behind that.
Was that in West Virginia or after you crossed
That
over
was
the state
just-
line?
Just, maybe 2 miles over the state line.
Was he coming from West Virginia?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
he was definitely westbound.
Nation's hauling campers now?
Yeah.
Coop, it had
This-
to have been pretty funny to see.
Well, okay, so I'm coming up the hill. There's a bridge and then a huge hill, because you're coming up out of the valley of the river.
Right.
The camper passed me. I was thinking,
Oh,
like,
he was
well,
moving.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, well that's gonna work out well. I let him go. I didn't try to keep up with him. It's a
Right.
Chevy Tahoe.
There's some
or
jackass
Trailblazer.
pulling a camper that fast.
Yep.
He's itching for fucking destruction, Coop.
So he got probably good 8 or 9 car lengths ahead of me, and I just didn't try to catch him or nothing. And we got 470 is the bypass to Wheeling. It
Right.
merges back in Interstate 70. And it becomes a 4-lane right there. That's where you saw that accident. And I saw it merging from the right-hand lane across 4 lanes of traffic, and the wind was blowing and just snowing hard as hell. And I was thinking, this is not good. I'm not going to try to pass this guy because he slowed down for that merge. And I saw the wind blow, and that camper moved back and forth, and he tried to swerve to catch it. That was it. I saw pieces of that camper all over the highway.
He tried to catch it, and that was it.
That scared the shit out of me. I felt like it was iRacing. I looked in my mirror for somebody to just clean me off the road.
Yeah. Especially with where the state you were coming from.
Yeah. Yeah. all
If
the
you'd been
people
going the
trying to get
other
out of
way,
it.
then you don't have to really look at the mirror much because they'll stop.
You know what I blame it on?
What?
Daylight savings. None of this would have happened. I
You're
would have been an hour ahead of that guy.
You are exactly right. You are 110% right. You realize that more health problems are contributed to daylight savings?
I know we hit more deer when the hour changes.
We hit more deer when there's more accidents, traffic accidents. There's all kinds of things. There's no reason why we should be turning fucking clocks back an hour.
And
None.
it's all because some politician wants to play golf.
Energy
Wow.
savings. Piss on that.
We got
Energy savings.
We don't save no more energy. We burn more because
Is that
you got to
how
have
they
fucking
justify it
lights
now?
to see at night, Coop.
Yeah. They
You
used
can't
to
see in the
justify it
fucking
with
dark
farming, didn't
with
they?
with candles. You know, when they come out with it, they were using candles. The fuck?
I gotta say, there was about almost an inch of ice on the roads this morning when I went to work.
Yeah, it got nasty out there last
Well,
night.
It's 80 degrees here, so I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck you guys are talking
Fuck
about.
off.
We're restarting green flag.
Rick Fagoon didn't pit. He's in the lead now.
17 didn't either. He's restarted second, but he's fading back. Oh, no, Charneski gets turned.
No caution.
No caution because he wrecked to the inside of the track, Coop. Son of a bitch. He's slow getting up to speed, but he's on the track, so we'll see if iRacing throws it or not. I don't think they're going to.
Nope.
Man, that sucks, but there's still plenty of time. I mean, he can get a caution, and he don't want to put himself in any worse danger here. You already
Trying
got...
to figure out what happened to him. Oh, okay, I see. He had a little help.
He got a little bit of help from behind, and it was a wreck on. I'm taking a look back here at third place battle. Fourth place now. That's going to be the 17 of Alan Westman and the 51 of Troy Cook. Yeah, he might have had a little bit of bumper love there that helped him around, Coop.
Yeah, I think Ricky is pulling out because, like you said, the tires are heated up. That's his advantage right now, but I think it's going to bite him. I don't know if he's relying on a caution to come out again.
We'll watch him in the 17 because you've seen the 17. First time we've seen him up front, and he's able to hang with the 31 pretty good here.
Yeah, Westman passed Charneski earlier, and he was up in the top 5, but I think he pitted too. I think the 10's the only one that didn't pit.
Oh. Well, our method's right.
Maybe that's working out. He is falling back.
Our theory. I believe our theory is correct, but he's starting to fade back now. They got a few laps on these tires.
Yeah.
And I imagine they'll start going by him in wholesale fashion pretty soon here. We're going to find out, man. The way these guys are driving these cars, Coop, you'd think it's the last fucking 5 laps of the race, dude.
Yeah, they need to settle down just a little bit. So it's good to see him racing and passing. It's just, you got that restart. You gotta let things settle out before they start making passes. Yeah, I think the 10's falling off pace now.
Yeah, his 2-tire excursion is done, or no tires.
Yeah, that no tire deal is not the way to go.
Junior
2
left
probably
us.
been okay.
Where the hell Junior go?
Oh,
He bailed out. It's like, fuck Coop and Vern.
we got 4 inches of snow, but y'all frozen to ice. 7 degrees. Where are you from? Wisconsin?
She's in Indiana. We got 0 inches of snow, no fucking chance of ice, and 80-degree temperature feels like it's summertime. Fucking tropical states. I hate those fuckers.
Yeah, but when you have to evacuate your home because there's some god-awful hurricane coming in,
It happens. You want 1 or 2 times a year.
Come stay up here in Ohio.
We don't. I
That's
don't.
part of it.
I ain't going nowhere, Coop.
Just ride it out.
What if a dude's afraid of a blowjob? There's something wrong.
Just ride it out.
Well, you see Troy Cook in the 51. He ran the 17 down. It took him a little while to do it, but he drives right by him when he gets there. We'll see if the 42 there, Zach McDaniel, can follow through there. I don't know, Coop. The 42's there, but what will he do there?
I think he's still biding his time. He hasn't really shown his hand. He's just been sitting in the top 5, creeping up on these guys.
We're halfway through now, so they've still got half the race to get it shook out. I'll tell you someone we haven't talked about that has just slowly been creeping up there, Coop, and that's the 3-car Hal Amy.
Yeah, he was sitting outside the top 10 on that restart. It's 17 in the wall. He's going to lose a lot of ground, but yeah.
I'm not sure the 17's got 4 tires.
I don't know. I'd have to go back to that restart there.
But the 3-car, Hal Amy doing a good job. Austin Wagner getting it straightened out there. He's working on the back of the 17. Well, 17 was able to run with the 31 for a little bit, and then it's like his just went away.
Yeah, you were right. I went back and looked at that, and he didn't pit either. So we had 2 cars stayed out.
It helped him on the short run, but, like we talked about, once you get going, man, it's just every lap. Oh, contact. Right in the middle of the track, too.
Ooh, Hal Amy did a good job missing that.
He's right in the middle of the track. We'll see if everyone gets around here.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to.
Good driving. Getting by that. I think the 17 was just, he wasn't predicting.
We got fire. We're going to burn it down. We're going to see what happened.
I don't think he was predicting the 19 to run up on him that fast in the 1.
That's all it was, too. 19 seen a chance to cut down to the bottom there, and unfortunately the 17 was diamond in the corner a little bit.
I think the 10 got a little piece of that.
I think the biggest piece went to the 17 car.
Yeah.
You see Leo Lortz in the 108 go by there. 11-lap Leo.
These guys are still experimenting with this tire model. I think they're learning, and I think no tires doesn't pay off. 2 tires, yeah, I think you can get away with that.
Here's the thing. The 2 tires will get you longer. You know what I mean? But that all depends on how many laps you got on the left side, Scoop. You can't do that with your left sides wore out and expect to get anything out of it. But no tires, on the other hand, is only going to help you for about 2 or 3 laps. You're going to fire off better because your tires are at temperature. But after about 3 or 4 laps, you're a sitting duck, dude.
Yeah, once those guys get heat in their tires, they've got that fresh rubber. It's over.
But on a green-white checker, I'm not fucking pitting.
Nope.
that's because you know it's going to work.
Oh, you get a hellacious restart. It won't matter what
Used to be
happens.
that we would pit and you'd have such an advantage on new tires. You if they didn't pit in front of you, you'd pass 10 fucking cars in 3 laps.
Yep.
But now you pit and you come out behind in third. Let's say you come out in third behind 2 guys that don't pit. On the restart on the green-white checker, they're just going to drive off and leave you. Because here's the thing. iRacing did the right thing with the new tire model, but we need to have the option to greatly increase our tire pressure at the end.
Yeah.
You see what I mean, Coop? That way we can compensate for that.
Yeah.
Even on the fixed setup.
Qualifying especially. Because you almost have to drive this thing easy for the first.
I
lap
don't.
of
I weave
qualifying.
the fuck out of it and put as much heat in the tires as I can.
Oh, that's one method. I like to come out, just kind of half pace on that first out lap, and then don't push it in your first qualifying lap.
I
Push
come
it on
out
the
and
second
do
one.
right at the end of pit road and do tight circles in it. And then when I'm coming out on the track, I'm weaving it back and forth and building heat in the tires, and it usually sticks pretty good. Second lap's always better, though.
Experimentation, man. It's like a teenage boy, man. You just gotta experiment.
Right.
Figure it out.
So Holland hangs on to the lead here. Troy Cook in second. You see Zach McDaniel back there in third. Dylan Altum fourth. Helmlinger dropped back a couple spots. He's back there to seventh now. Oh, Hal Lamy, though. Got that 3-car up there in the top 5, Coop.
3 cars coming.
Oh, damn, that sucks, Trent. Don't be too stressed out, Trent. You're definitely making a lot of progress, buddy.
Emmy's got a Veterans Day paint scheme today.
Yes, he does. He's doing it proud, too. This is the kind of track and race that, you know, Hal Amy will win the sumbitch at the end if he's got the opportunity. You get a green-white checker, and we just might see the 3-car in victory lane tonight, Coop.
I'm really impressed with all the HJRM cars right now.
Yeah, what are they? 1, 2, and 5 right now?
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Pretty good run so far tonight. Hal Jr. must have had a good pep talk with them drivers.
I asked him if they were counting down the restarts because it seemed like Troy was getting a good run with the 31 on the green. He didn't break away like Dylan did.
There might be a little bit of teamwork going on there.
Yeah.
Well, I know the light's out on the pace car, so we'll try to see how good that 51 gets started, and that way we know here. Even the 3, if we see the 3 get a run on the 42, then we know that. So we'll see if there's some advantage to the teamwork here. But they're 2x2, as Nation would say, all the way to the gate, out the fence, down the street. They're green and gone. Man, I don't think there's any teamwork going on there on that restart.
Not that one.
The 51 did not get near as good a launch as the 31 did. So.
Oh, car in the wall again. Big wreck behind them.
And we're under caution.
Man, what is going on back there?
Who was it, 96 or 14? 14.
14 was part of it for sure. But the initial car that was in the wall was the 70, Burt Wilson.
We're going to burn it down with fire. We're going to check it out and see. Junior said maybe there was a little bit of teamwork going on. Must told him in the pep talk. You guys got to call them cautions out, count them down on them restarts.
I think the 14 got spun.
70 got in the wall. The 9 come down to avoid it and got into the 14 and just turned him head on into the outside wall.
Yeah.
So the 14 was definitely a victim of disaster there, and then he's going to drive it down into the inside wall to put a little more damage on it. But at that point, I don't think it mattered. He was already broken and smoking. Once you're broken and smoking, you can bounce it off the wall until it don't run no more. Coop.
I think that was a good call there by Tim.
On the caution?
Yeah.
I don't know who got called on it, but we don't do that in the broadcast, so I ain't worried about it.
Right. But yeah, it was a good call. It wasn't really anybody's fault there, so. So, what is that, caution number 6?
That is caution number 6. No, yeah. Yeah, it is.
I had 3 of them, man. You took a break, and these guys forgot how to drive. What happened?
Son of a bitch. I didn't realize we had that many.
And we were doing really good there to start.
You ain't seen a caution count yet. You wait till next week when we go to Talladega.
Yeah, well, that that track's really good about taking 8 or 9 with them. So
But I know we got a caution-free race coming.
Watkins Glen.
You damn right.
It wouldn't be wreck free, but it'll definitely be caution free.
Because there are
God help us pacing around that thing.
no cautions available. Well, it's been a good race, though. There is 6 cautions, but all in all, it's been a good race. We've seen some good racing, throughout the field.
Yeah, hopefully they can get it together here and run this last run here. I think that'll be a one pit stop.
Yeah, we got some of these guys that are trying to slip in on points tonight into the chase, so look at Updegraff racing off pit road there to make sure he beat them guys out.
Yeah.
He didn't want to lose a lap, did he? Probably getting his car worked on. That man's probably out of fast repairs as well.
That's another advantage to having other guys on the track. Kind of make it their responsibility to tell you where that pace car is. It's just team chatter. It's good to have guys around you.
So Junior's got his 2 cases of beer. And Missy has her whiskey. Say Missy's getting there faster tonight.
Yeah.
Little bit. Something in my hand to fidget around with. You can probably hear me clicking it back and forth, Coop.
Jim Beam apple, huh? I don't know how Jim Beam would be. I think that I've had
Hi,
Crown
Diana.
apple.
It's better late than never. Hal warned me, though, you'd be late. So, welcome to the broadcast. Good to see you can make it in.
They're doubled up, Vern.
Lights are out on the pace car. 2x2. How far back?
All the way to the gate.
Out the gate, down the street. They're lined up to get in this place. We got Bradley Cooper in the broadcast booth giving out free autographs after the race.
They're forged. I actually write Lady Gaga.
Who's actually a what?
A man.
A man.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, but
You looking at this, chat?
yeah.
I'm kind of into peaches, too. What about you, Coop?
Yeah, I could eat a peach for hours. Who said that? Nicolas Cage? Did he say that?
I think so. All right, so once our minds are out of the gutter, we'll get back on the racetrack here. Pace car's in. Oh, 51 got a little bit better restart, but still don't think there was no countdown.
He's got room. He can come down now.
I don't know, though, because the 3 car was pretty glued to the 42 on that restart, Coop.
Yeah, I think they're calling it out. Maybe Troy's not in there. Maybe he's... I know he's been hanging out with Dylan there for a couple weeks.
You think they got an audible going on?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll check down in Discord and see because I didn't think about it. Troy's in there. You got Holland, Fagan, Troy, and Hal, and Dylan.
Maybe. There was a little talk like, hey, 51, if you could just hold that outside lineup on that 42 for...
I'd appreciate it.
There. Yeah. That's for a good cause because that 42 is fast.
I'll tell you. Oh, Hal Amy in the wall. 3 car hard into the outside wall, Coop.
He collected it. He kept it together, but that rear spoiler's
Oh,
done.
he's got that whole right side jacked up. The hood of the car. Looks like the hood's about to fly open on the damn thing.
Stick your head out the window and keep going.
So you see Garrett Helmlinger closing in on the back of him, but Hal got it going again. Not doing too bad, Coop.
He's tight. He's gonna hit it again.
Oh, he got it again, and the 54 was there too. Oh boy, look at Hal Amy. He's barrel rolling it.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
The 20,
Oh no, 41.
13, the 10.
Damn. Who's in the Jack Daniels car?
I'm not sure. I got a
Took
Coors
nice
Light.
hit on the front end. Is that Trent Ripley maybe? No.
Oh, man, there's...
All right, we get on the 3 and go back and watch that again. Hal went for a hell of a ride.
The 38 might be in that jacket.
So we're going to burn it down with charcoal. We got charcoal. Junior's back.
What's up, Junior?
Looked like the 3 just got tight on exit there, Coop.
Told you. I had to take the bounce to the super play.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that. Man, they're wrecking all over the place. Hard wrecking.
Yeah, the 19 of Adam.
That was the 19 that I seen take a good hit.
Yeah, Austin Wagner got it. Adam Tips was the initial car that...
Man, I'll tell you something. For as been up as the 3 car is, it ain't smoking.
Hal had to know that thing was tight.
He found out, didn't
Yeah, he was the first to know.
he? He knew it before we did, Coop.
Yep.
He told me before the race tonight.
And he bent the rear spoiler, so there's no downforce in that back end at all.
We got some guys staying out again, Coop.
Well, we only had about a 3-lap stint there, I think.
Yeah, there wasn't very many. They're wrecking all over the place. I just seen it again on the stream. Finally popped up there, Coop.
That's,
So, Junior, you there, buddy? Hal Jr.,
Yeah, I'm here.
so how's your love life treating you?
Still single.
Still don't have one, huh?
Nope.
All right, so Hal Jr. is single, for any single lady out there that might be wondering about his status.
That would be none.
Coop is married,
very.
married. I'm very married, so...
Poor bastards.
I don't know, man. It comes with its perks.
I don't know if I would call us poor bastards or not.
What perks?
Oh, I mean, you don't have to worry about the unknown.
That's right.
You meet a new girl, and it's like starting over every time you do it.
We're getting AIDS.
Getting AIDS, yeah, there's that.
I've heard quite the opposite once you get married. That rings like a,
It's a contraceptive. Yeah. It's like wedding cake. They're
Well,
all contraceptive.
I guess it all depends on how you want to look at the ring and make your marriage.
I was gonna say an abstinence ban, but yeah.
It's not that bad, man. It's really not.
You got to wear one for 20 years, and then you'll know what it's really
Where
about.
you getting your source of information, man? You listening to guys at work?
Listening to the wrong crowd, I think.
Yeah.
Nah, most people I work with are divorced.
Well, there you go.
I would not take marriage advice from a divorced guy, Junior.
My dad is divorced.
But
Well-
rule of thumb, I mean, just a rule in general. If I see a guy married 30 years, I'll take advice from that guy. But I see a guy married 4 or 5 years and divorced, I'm not going to take advice from him.
You also have to read in between the lines because it might be slightly senile.
That's right.
Because it does drive you crazy, slowly.
And usually divorce, whether or not we want to admit it as men, go 2 ways. Relationships go both ways a lot of times.
You don't ever have to worry about me getting married. End of story.
He says that now.
There's a good tax write-off in it. Nothing else.
That's
I-
right. The tax benefits are great, ain't they, Coop?
Yes, they are. Just squirt out a little one, too.
And then get a little one or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Have a little one.
Actually, 2, because it really the third don't benefit you no extra on that.
Nah.
Have a little one.
So 2 is the perfect number for taxes.
I know it's none of my business, but if you are claiming them, then you know what we're talking about.
I try claiming the whole fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, man.
I'm not though. I'm not though.
Yeah.
Well, I know lights are out on the pace car. We're coming out of turn 4 and getting ready for a restart. Pace car's off the track, and the 17 car fires.
17? Wow.
He's on the gas pedal, and I know he stayed out, so we'll see
He's
how
gonna get a run.
these hot tires work, man.
I think they're going to be a little more beneficial this time on a 2-lap stint. I don't think they'll fall off quite as quick as they did last time.
You see right now they're working to his advantage. That's crazy. It really is. I mean, just to be able to see it on the racetrack.
It blows your mind. It goes against everything you've been doing.
It does. If you look, we got a caution. What number?
42. I think these guys are trying to keep up with those old tires.
That's exactly what's happening, Coop. Exactly. So let's burn it down with charcoal. Lighter fluid.
You don't have to worry about that 17 outrunning you.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Nah, he'll come back to you. 92 was really high there, and the 42 was following him and didn't see that wall out there, Coop. That's exactly what happened. You go watch that replay, you'll see he followed the 92 right up in there, and he can't see when you're that close to another car, and he drove it up in the wall.
Yeah. So the 92 hit it as well.
Yeah, I think Junior's been taking marriage advice from the wrong people.
The way I see it, man, I had my hiatus. We didn't stay together the whole time. We've been together 10 years total, but we weren't together the whole time. I was just out of high school. But I had my chances, and every time I got with somebody else, it was just made you appreciate what you had before even more.
That's exactly
you
right.
realize what you had until you lost.
Let me tell you something. Those that think the grass is greener on the other side usually find out really quick that it's not.
All you got to do is water it where you're at.
That's right. Water it, manicure it, keep it good. Keep the grass green, Coop.
Yep. Tell you, man.
Green grass will get you plenty ass.
Yeah. And I tell you right now, if it was on the flip of the coin, and I had to put up with the shit that I've done, if she was doing it, I would have left my ass a long time ago. So if that puts any perspective
no doubt,
on it,
man. I think of it the same thing that you said. I feel that way still.
Yep. Like, how in the hell did she live through that? I would have shot my ass. But we're here. We're better off. And I'm pretty happy.
I learned something from my dad a long time ago, and I've stuck with that rule, and it still works all these years later. And you know what that was? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission, son.
Yeah, that is a very wise saying.
Do it genuinely.
I did that with my parents, though, too. That
I
applies
did
to a lot of
too. You
things.
learn that shit at a young age.
Well, I guess it applied to Mom.
Be brutally
for
honest
forgiveness.
with her until it comes to certain stuff.
Yeah.
Does this make me look big? Oh, hell no. Absolutely not.
When it comes to asking them where to eat, man. Where you
Oh,
wanna go
forget
eat?
it. Forget it. I don't get
Well,
that.
they already messed up the first meal, though. They
Right.
ate that apple and doomed us all.
Doomed us all. That's exactly
Last
right.
time they chose where to eat, man.
It's
Messed
awful.
up everybody.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because not only they mess up and eat that apple, but they've been fucking it up ever since, Coop.
Yeah. Now they can't even decide where they want to go.
Right.
That's terrible. We say things. We don't mean them.
That's right.
Straighten up, Coop.
You're lucky she likes you.
Yeah. One of them.
Oh, we know that,
One in a
Cindy.
billion.
I feel the same way.
We gotta like ushy gushy in here in the chat, you know? What are we doing? We're men. Come on, Vern.
And we're going to get back to reality and racing here in a minute.
Yeah. Nobody tells me what to do. I love to race.
That's right. We're fucking racing.
I live for speed. Fast cars and fast women.
Faster
Alan
alcohol.
Westman. Yeah. Alan Westman's holding his own up there.
Yeah, he is. He did on the last restart. I know the 31 of them got a little heat now, so it might be a different story, but we're going to find out right now because the pace car's in, Coop.
Got about 40 laps to go here on this restart.
Westman took off. He got him a good restart.
Yeah, he did.
Man, that's an awesome answer, Cindy. That's not what me and Coop get. Me and Coop will make a suggestion, and our wives will be like, I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't like that place.
I play that game a lot.
Well, where do you want to go? And it
Start
always...
naming places and...
Man, Westman just taking off, Coop.
I watch
Look at McDaniel back there battling with the 31. Going to get... Or no, that's actually Garrett Helmlinger.
Yeah, Garrett's
Their
passing
paint
31.
color was similar and threw me off.
I was watching the 10 and
Helmlinger's going to get it done.
Austin's trying to pass this 10 car. They came off at 4. There wasn't a lot of room for that.
I'm watching it now, getting back to the battle. I'll tell you someone else I noticed creeping up there too, and that's that number 8 car, Steve Blankenship, all the way up to the 6th position.
Yeah, he's looking inside of Glenn Jamison.
As well as the 63 of Glenn Jamison running top 5 right now. So Blankenship down at the bottom in the 8 car. That's the Big Hill Media car. And then you got Glenn Jamison up there in the 63 at the top. Now they're side by side. Jamison figured out how to get a run, Coop.
It sucks coming into 3 like that.
They got
a good run off the 2.
Fast race car moving in now. A couple of them.
Yeah.
19 Austin Wagner's moving through. 92 Dylan Altum. 10
Dylan
car.
just needs to stay
Rick
off that wall.
Fagond. Hal Amy making his way back up there too. You see the 3 car right behind those two. Good recovery for Hal after what we just seen that 3 car go through. He must have had a fast repair left in this pocket there, Coop. Meanwhile, Westman's up to about a half a second lead over Garrett Helmlinger.
Where did Garrett come from, man?
He drove up there.
He was back in that big wreck with Hal, wasn't he?
I can't remember. I don't think he was.
I know there was a wreck that Garrett was involved in, but I don't know if he got any damage from it.
Right.
Now he's falling back to the 31, starting to close in on him.
Yeah, you see the 31 looking to the inside right here. Oh.
I'm there. Oh, he had
Man.
to check up a little bit for that entry.
Well, you see the 77 going to drive it a little bit higher there, give him a little room, so probably cutting him a break right there.
I think he had the binoculars on that 17, and the mirror got full.
That's what I think happened too. Holland's going to try to set his sights on the 17 now. 17's up about a half a second. I'm really impressed with what he's able to do on staying out with them older tires.
They're 2 laps older than these guys because they stayed out on that second caution in that run. They all stayed out together on that.
Well, it definitely gives them a better fire off. You can see that the 31's starting to cut in on them now a little bit.
Yeah.
And the 77 as well, he's falling in behind the 31, but he ain't really letting the 31 go.
But Allen started 26th. And if I remember right, that's the last car in the field. So, that's he's completely passed everybody to be up here tonight. There's another chip away. Probably a couple tenths coming out of 4 here. If you're the 17, do you hold them up?
No.
Just let them go. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, man. There's only going to be maybe 1 pit stop.
Yeah, they might have to make one more with only 29 to go. I think they could go all the way on one more stop here. The question is, when do you make that stop?
Yeah. I split the run, like you say, man.
That's what
Split
I
that
usually
run.
do. I usually just split it in half. You can see the 31 starting to put a lot of pressure on the 17 right now.
Yeah, you got a hell of a run off of 4. He's getting back to the throttle a lot sooner.
See Westman
He's-
right there. Oh, he might have thought about trying to stay down a little bit and block his run, but he's going to give him room right here.
Now to finish first you must finish. So
He's fighting back in the middle too. He completely ain't let him go yet, Coop.
no, he's trying to clog up his entry into 1 here. I don't think he's gonna have enough there. And 77 is gonna get to him now. Troy Cook's kind of sitting back there watching these guys race, and he's not losing. Now Westman's holding his line. He's not really slow.
No, he's not much off the pace. He's just off of it.
Yeah, a tenth or two it's not a big deal, especially once you settle in.
But the longer they go, the more that he's going to fall off of it. And I'm going to tell you, Coop, he's the one in particular. If I was him, I'd pit earlier.
Split the run, or even a couple
I wouldn't
laps
split
sooner.
it. I'd pit earlier. I would actually, with the way it's going now, I'd probably pit in another lap or two.
Yeah. No, he's not that far off the pace. If he could hang with these guys and not let that leader get away from him, he could probably afford to pit with him.
He's driving the wheels off of it right now, which is could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. Might find out real quick how much it has left.
Using that right front will usually bite you in the ass pretty quickly. But it doesn't look like he's abusing it too bad. He's getting a good solid run off the corner. It don't look like he's got a lot of wheel in it. I just watched him come off 4 right there, as good as the 31 or the 77. I mean, we know the 31's been fast all race long, and the way to combat that if you got to pit again is to just go down early and take tires. Make
Diane
him
asked for how's that. I missed that.
How's in
Sorry.
7th.
Yep.
He's back there in front of Glenn Jamison, done a nice job. Last time we checked on him, he was 10th, so he's done a nice job driving up another 3 more spots. After using his fast repair a couple of cautions ago, the car's very clean, don't have a scratch on it now. Debbie, you would vote simply by putting the car number for the driver or the name of the driver that you want to vote for in the chat, and it's that simple. Right,
Just type number 3, Diana says.
Yep. Whoever your favorite driver is, if you don't know their car number, just put their name in there.
There you go.
She typed number 3. Hal's killing it again, Coop.
Oh, yeah.
He's having a good, solid run tonight, too. But this guy right here, that 31, has just really been the class of the field all race long.
Had a good qualifying effort. Put down a 30.422. Hasn't looked back since.
Yeah, he qualified that thing. Well, oh, no. 77 just rode the wall. He scraped it. It's like he got in it and it was like a vacuum and just held him there. All right, we see the 17 peeling it off the pit road. I'm telling you, Coop, I'd have done the same thing.
Yep. He must be listening.
Well, so are the other guys, a lot of them, unfortunately. They're like, 17's on pit road. So let's take a look and see how long Holland stays out here. He's got him a pretty good lead now, though, 1.3 seconds over Troy Cook there. So
Yeah, I think if I'm Richard, I'll stay out for another 5 laps.
he's out. He stayed out that time. Actually, that 1.5 second lead's over Garrett Helmlinger, but Troy Cook's right there.
Bring it down at lap 110. That seems to be a good lap for it.
Helmlinger, I seen him ride down the outside wall there, but he kept it going. He's still looking pretty good here.
Yeah, right now it's 1.5 seconds for the lead there. As long as nothing drastic happens, like, you know, cautions breeding cautions.
I'll tell you, if this thing goes green all the way out, I kind of like the 17's chances.
I think it'll be a showdown. I think the 31's got enough for him. Especially there before he pitted, he was able to stretch it out probably 8 or 9 tenths before he...
Right. Yeah, but depending on where the 17 comes back out with 4 tires, if he ain't in traffic, he'd be able to set a little better lap times.
Yeah, at that time by, the 31 put a 31.04.
Right.
Alan Westman put a 30.36, so there's a second difference in them tires right now.
Exactly.
Now, he is working traffic, though. Alan is stuck behind traffic. So that can work to the 31's advantage.
Well, we don't know what the 31 has planned, whether or not he's just going to come in and take 2 tires or just do a stop and go for fuel. I mean, there's several different ways that can work out, and the bad part about pitting early is if you get a caution, you're screwed.
Yeah. 51, a caution
and there's
is
a
out.
caution.
I don't, oh man. I don't think that was immediately
14.
what happened. I have the 9 and the 17 hitting after the wreck.
Well, 14 was stopped in the racetrack when I just looked at it.
I think they came out of that side by side, avoiding it.
So we're going to burn it down with fire and find out exactly what happened. That way there's no guessing.
Ah, I see what happened.
We'll know what the culprit is, so let's pull it up here. Survey says... I'm watching the 14, the 17 of Westman. We know he's on fresh tires, man.
He's saying, I want to get through here, get through this traffic. And
he's trying to cut through them as quick as possible, and that's the thing. He was the last one that needed a caution, too.
Unfortunately, Tyler Lambert got
the worst end of it.
Got the worst end of it. They came out of 4.
You see
the 10
9.
car went on the apron, yeah.
You see the 9's, he's smoking and broken, man.
They both avoided that wreck in front of them. And
puffing the smoke down the straightaway here, not able to catch up with the field because he don't have the horsepower to get her going. See him dropping to the apron right now. He's like, boys, you're just going to have to go by me. I ain't got no speed left. I'm blowed up, boys. Blowed her up. You can see those guys passing him now as the 9 car's on pit road. Actually, one of them guys just passed him and got himself a penalty there. That's probably the 108 that I seen do that. Drove around the outside of the 9, going to pit road.
Oh, somebody took 2.
That'll result in a black flag for you. Steve Blankenship did it.
Yeah, he did.
I know where he got that from, too.
Yeah.
Come on, Steve Blankenship. We're going to see how it works. We know it worked good before, Coop.
Yep.
I'm excited, dude.
This will be interesting.
This is the kind of stuff that can change the whole thing, man.
That was a tight race off pit road. He nosed him.
We'll have to see how the ELL's handed out, but I'm pretty sure I know how it's getting handed out, so...
Yeah.
He won't even be able to stay out and take a waiver round.
We thought it was going to come down to those 2, and
I liked his strategy, and it looked like the way that the 31 and them were running it down, that they were just going to run it down and do a splash and go. But, man, I really like the call on the 8 car. He's been back there running in the top 10. You know what I mean? And they didn't really have anything to lose, so the crew's like, let's throw 2 tires on this thing. And we know that the 2 tires can fire better. And I think it might be able to extend his run long enough that he might be able to hang on for 10 or 11 laps, Coop.
Yep. And it'll especially be helpful if you got another caution there in between.
Exactly. That'll seal the deal. If he can get it, stay up there and get a caution in between, it'd seal the deal.
That
So
way you can get one more fire off and pull away.
Steve Blankenship using a little bit of strategy here. You got the fast Richard Holland behind him in the 31. He'll be restarting outside of him. Then you got Dylan Altum in the 92. I'm assuming all those guys behind him are four-tire guys.
Yeah. Dylan almost beat the 31 off
But
the pit road.
last week, man, I mean, due to the two-tire guys firing off so much, we watched a very experienced three-time winner in this series get himself in trouble trying to keep with those guys. So anything can happen here.
Yeah, there's enough time left that these tires will heat up and they'll come to fruition. If that 8 car can get a big enough lead.
Cautions are the 8 car's best friend here. If we get a caution within 3 or 4 laps, the 8 car can pretty much seal the deal.
Yep, he's going to fire off. These guys won't get up to temp. It'll help.
He's got to get a good restart here, fire off and get a good restart. I have seen the 8 car win before, so I know he knows how to get it done. I like it, man. 11 laps to go when they get restarted. 2 tires. Roll them. That's right. What do you got to lose at that point?
You made up 5 spots, and even if you don't come in first, there's a good chance you get a top 3.
Exactly. So pace car is going to be pulling it off the racetrack right now to pit road. 8 car's going. He fires. Gets a good restart here. Holland's going to fall in behind him in second. He might get a little pressure from Dylan Altum in the 92 there. Blankenship ain't getting away from him like we've seen other cars do.
No.
Holland's already looking to the inside of him. I just don't know how that's possible.
Maybe he had a bad entry into the turn. Man, you can tell them tire differences, though, because Blankenship's getting around the outside.
Right, the 8's able to run with him on the outside.
I haven't seen many guys do that out of 4 tonight.
No, and look in the center of the corner there.
The outside, yep.
But he got himself in trouble and pushed up the track.
I got him 3 wide behind him.
Oh, these guys, it's 10 to go. It's go time now, Coop.
Yep.
Dylan Altum up there to second now. But again,
92.
with I mean, 9 laps to go, the 8 car's still liable to come out better than where he was.
Yeah. Troy Cook's going to sneak up there into 4th.
He's going to set his sights on the 8 car right now. Hal Laney looks like he's hanging out back there in 10th at the tail end of this battle.
Oh, they're getting tight. Nick Gardner back there with Austin, I think.
Dylan Altum trying to hang in there with the 31.
Well, that's actually Tim. Oh.
See the 77 there, Garrett Helmlinger, right behind the 51.
Yeah, wow. Oh, Nick Gardner is all over the 19 coming out of 4.
Troy Cook looking to the inside of the 8 car here. He's going to move HJRM to 1st and 3rd if he pulls the pass off. And that 8 car just able to stay strong on that high side. He took a gamble. It didn't work this time, Coop.
Yeah, and it sucks now that they're starting to get their heat in their tires. I think he's going to lose a couple more before it's all over.
Nah, he won't come out no worse for wear, more than likely.
Just keep her in the top 10.
That's right.
Hold on.
See him outside of Austin Wagner now.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, up front, I mean, barring the 31 makes a catastrophic mistake, I don't know that anyone's got anything for him, Coop.
No. It looks like the 51 got held up a little bit there by the 77 coming off of 2.
Yeah, and he lost a couple of spots there. 63 of Jamison just went around. I'm just going to say that he lost a couple spots there to Helmlinger and Jamison, and then Jamison went for a ride, so we get to burn it down with fire. That's a lot of cautions for Texas. Well, let's see what caused caution number, 10?
9 or 10. I can't
See, the 63's got a good run there and goes to the outside of the 51. I don't know that Mr. Netcode didn't have something to do with that.
Yeah, you can't really pin that on anybody. I think the 51 just kind of entered his turn like he normally does, and the 63 was beside him. That's all I saw.
All right, what do you do now? I'll tell you what I do. I stay the fuck out.
Yeah.
92, act like he's going to go to pit. There ain't no sense in it. You know your tires ain't going to fire off that fast, so.
Yeah.
I'm staying out. Fuck it. I'll tell you what, I tried, if I was Ultim's got a little damage on that car, though, the 92 does, and the 31 don't. If I was Ultim, I'd go ahead and ding the back of the 31 up. That way the damage matched mine, and then maybe I'd get a shot on the restart. That's not even right, is it, Coop?
No.
I wouldn't do that, man.
I don't condone your behavior.
I'm like, oh, my spoiler's fucked up. Watch this. Those his. That's wrong. He's probably watching the broadcast, too. He's like, watch me scare him. We don't need no more fire, Diana says. I agree with her. We don't. Hal's got it up to 9th now, though. All he got to do is ride 10th, and every time a car wrecks, he picks up a spot, Coop. Right?
Yeah, I think he's hit the wall 12 times tonight.
Car wrecks, boom, got me a spot. Car wrecks, got me another spot.
Just keep working on it, man.
I want to see the restart because I can tell you with these green-white checkers, that 77 can be pretty impressive. He's got him a couple of wins that prove it. I like the 31's position on the green-white checker. Fast race car. Been fast all night long.
He gets the fire off, too.
And he gets the fire off, right. But if that 77 can run with him, maybe rough him up a little bit, we could see a different race. Hell, we seen a couple of drivers racing for the lead of, last week, and the third place guy ended up winning the race, Scoop.
Yeah, that was Corey Cook and Austin Wagner.
Yeah, they were going at it.
And then the Charneski come out of nowhere. Or Garrett.
Yeah.
Was it Garrett?
Garrett Helmlinger was the benefactor of it and won the race. So we've seen Helmlinger win a couple of them now. And he did it on green-white checkers.
Yep.
And he's from Texas, so we'll see if Lady Luck plays a hand for him tonight. I know when I'm sure when that caution come out, he was pumping his fist. Yes.
I gotta go switch my microphone before this end here because it's dying. Headset's dying.
Headset's dying. Rest in peace to the headset. That's why mine plugs in with a USB cable and my mic's on a boom. Plugged into a mixer. Lights are out on the pace car, though. I know that when they come back around, or come out of 4, we're going green. This is going to be the first of 2 green-white checkers, so if they get a caution in the first couple of laps on this restart, then we'll see our second and final green-white checker of the night. Richard Holland, 31, your leader. Outside of him's a 92, Dylan Altum. Inside second row, 77, Garrett Helmlinger. Outside of him's a 51 of Troy Cook. Then you got Austin Wagner in the 19, and to his outside's a 41 of Nick Gardner. Pace car's in. Restart is on. 31 gets a good restart. He's going to completely clear the 92. Don't look like the 77's able to take advantage of anything on the restart here. But we are back to racing. Garrett
31 got a
Helmlinger
really good.
trying to clear for third right there. He's got Troy Cook to his outside. I think he might have cleared him. I think he sailed it off in the corner and cleared him there. We're going to have two to go at the line here. You see Austin Wagner cleared him too. He's making up some ground here. Altum able to run with the 31 here. Closing up on the back bumper pretty good.
Buried it out of 4 real good, or out of 2 real good.
So we got a race. They're coming to the white flag this time. Dylan Altum just giving it everything he got up to the finish line right here. And the 31 looks like he's going to hold on to it maybe. 31's going to win it, Coop.
Yes, sir.
Strong race car. Dylan Altum doing a good job, though, putting on a good race there at the end. That 31's been strong. It's really impressive to see the 92 stick with him there.
I'm just happy that he finally got it done, man. You saw that 31 up there in a couple other races. And
all right, so this one finished late. We're going to go rock through some interviews here.
let's rock it through.
You want
Good
the
finish
first
tonight.
one?
Yeah, I'll take Richard.
Well, you're up.
Richard Holland. We got Vern Bradley and Bradley Cooper up here in the broadcast tower. You got a copy?
I got you, Brad.
What's going on, fella? You had a strong race tonight. You're pretty much a class of the field. You started first.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, looking good out there. You got that HJRM up front.
Yep.
Did you have a tight car tonight, or how'd that thing play out?
Yeah, the car was pretty tight. It was tight all night long, all the way through the run. The first couple laps, it was really loose, and once the tires got warmed up, it was tight, but it handled pretty good. I mean, I like this track anyways, and got a pretty good feel for it, and it was extremely tight from center off, but I thought it handled pretty good. Other than that,
You guys had some strategy. Some guys pulling off no pit stops or 2 tires. Yeah, I think Ricky was up in front of you, and Blankenship got up in front of you. Did you guys struggle to keep up with them guys on the restarts? Is that still the case here?
well, I think what happens is when you pit and you come out with them cold tires, it actually benefits you on the restarts for a couple laps if you have 2 tires or if you're on older tires.
Right.
You don't get that cold tire. The air pressure just doesn't build up yet, and the car just handles funny. It doesn't have a lot of grip. You're actually at an advantage for a lap or 2 on older tires, so that's what was happening. It would take 2 or 3 or 4 laps to run them back down.
Man, you made it look really easy out there. You passed guys, kept it clean. Got anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Just want to thank the guys at HDRM. It was a great run. At one point, we were 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
A bunch of times we were 1 and 2. I mean, we were run top 5 all night. I think everybody had a great run. It was a good team race here.
You got it done, man. Way to go.
Yeah, congratulations there, Richard.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
31, Richard Holland. Moving on to second place. Is that Dylan?
Yeah, we'll get Dylan Altum up here, second place finisher tonight. He was in that same room with Richard Holland, so.
Yeah. I got him up there, Melissa. She said she wanted that 92 up front.
Dylan Altum.
No, she didn't. She lied.
Yeah, she said it.
You're in the broadcast booth. You got a copy there? Which I know you do because I heard you talking.
Yes.
That was a stupid
Got a
question
copy.
from me.
Yes, it was.
Second
Habits.
place, man.
Well,
You
what else?
Put on a show there at the end. Tell us about the last restart and what could you have done differently to make a different result there?
Been better in 3 and 4. That's all I could have done different, really. I had him in 1 and 2. I was hauling through 1 and 2. I got right up on his ass, and
So
then
3 and 4 was your kind of the
Yes.
Achilles heel for you there.
Yep, pretty much. It was my slowest corner. I was hoping it was gonna go green all the way because I had them all on all tires. So
Well, you were still able to get up there and put on a show, man, there at the end. I know that the race had a few cautions in it, but
Yeah,
looked
a
like
few.
you kept the 92 car cleaned up pretty good and had something to race with there at the end, Dylan.
Yep, I'm pretty happy. Second's pretty good. I only had 2 second places. I'm already getting tired of it. I want that first place, man.
Patience. You'll get
Yep.
there.
It'll get there. We got what? 1 more track, which is 2 more tracks.
We got 2 more tracks. We got 5 more.
No, I'm saying like 2 more till walking.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
You got Talladega, I know, and then what do we got?
Kansas
I
after
gotta pull up.
Talladega.
Kansas. No,
It's
it's
Kansas.
not Kansas, is it?
Bet you money it's Kansas.
You're right on.
Because I'm looking at the schedule.
Been looking forward to Watkins
No,
Glen for
it's
a
not.
long time.
Wow.
I want it, dude. I love road course.
Okay.
I love taking big fat
Kentucky.
V8s around a road
I was
course.
confusing it with Kentucky, which is after Watkins Glen.
Yep.
So-
I love that track too.
Well, do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you up here?
Just my sponsor, Bang, my mom, like always. That's about it. Brett for not being here, eating his burger.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
good excuse.
Save the titties on the back.
That's right on. Save the titties, man. We thank you for putting that on the back of your car.
Yep, still haven't took it off, you know. It's a little late, but oh well, might as well keep it on
I'll rock it for another month or so.
there. Yeah, I'll rock it for another year or so.
All right, Dylan. We got some more interviews to get to. But congrats on the
Appreciate.
runner-up there.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Dylan Altum, driver of the 92, your second-place finisher tonight. Now I got to go back and find our third-place guy. Coop, you want it?
Yeah. What's going on, Garrett Helmlingers, Vern Bradley, and Bradley Cooper up in the broadcast tower? You got a copy?
Hey, sir.
Well, we know you're the Mr. Green White Checkered. You pulled it off there last.
Oh, so close. Well, not really.
Not really.
I almost lost it out of 4 coming to the white.
We saw a lot of strategy going on tonight. Guys taking 2 tires, no tires. Kind of got you caught up in that too.
Funny enough, coming down to I want to say the second to last caution, I was about a lap away from short pitting because I was 5 laps short. I was running the piss out of it, and I was going to short pit to see what it could do. And I'm so happy I didn't do that.
Yeah, we had a caution come out right after that. The 17 went down pit road, and I think he was involved in that. So probably best that you didn't, but brought it home third, and you looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I wish I could have done 2 better. 2 better, I would have won at my home track. I would have won at my best track. And if I would have been 2 better, I would have gotten the regular season championship. So, yeah, kind of kicking myself for missing Charlotte now because I probably would have gotten it maybe.
All that matters is that you're in the hunt, man.
Yes, sir. Got to change the mindset. Now time to go back. Time to go try and get back to back.
Not only are you in the hunt, you've been in the hunt in these finishes the last few races now, so 77 looks like it's got some momentum there, Garrett.
Going back to track where I got the first 2. So hopefully playoffs can start off on a good note because it could easily end in a bad note.
Yeah,
Hey, man, you keep finishing that top 3, another one's just around the corner.
that's right.
Yes, sir.
That's what you got to focus on there.
Maybe we can get 2 better tomorrow.
Well, you got anybody you want to thank for tonight?
Everybody who watched, you guys for putting this show on. Everybody out there racing a good race. It's pretty fun.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, Garrett.
Catch y'all
job.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We'll be here for sure. All right. So that was Helmlinger. That was our third place guy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, who's our driver today? Oh, I don't even have to guess. I just got to find him. Hal, Amy, you got a copy, buddy?
Got you, man.
Hal! Guess what?
Vern, I don't know. Guess
995 billion times you have been voted WFO Racing League's Twisted Tuesday Driver of the Day. We're not counting the Wednesdays. This is Tuesday.
I was hoping to have a top 10, but that is
You couldn't. How far off did you fall there, feller? I didn't even see it. The end.
14.
Oh, you lost a few, huh?
Yeah, I got crashed.
You got caught up in it, didn't you?
No, I got dive bombed.
Well, that's close enough to caught up in it.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty good there. About 30 to go. You're creeping up in the top 5.
Right
Yeah.
on. We seen you there.
We were doing good.
I even talked about you having the possibility to win it.
Ah, they were fast.
That car was tight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You
got
flicking
rolled
your
tight.
lighter? Who's flicking their lighter?
Sorry.
Must be.
It was
Cooper,
Coop. He's playing
the
with it.
lighter.
Hey,
Listen
congrats
to
to
the flash.
Troy for winning the regular season.
Yeah, I haven't
I
tallied
think
the
he's gonna.
points
I
up,
think
but
he's gonna get it by 2. So
I haven't
by the
tallied them yet. I got to wait till the end of the broadcast, but it looks like the early calculations that Garrett and him are putting in, it's going to be 2 points.
Yeah, it looks it.
And if Garrett Helmlinger says it's 2 points, then that's probably what it is. He stays
Yeah,
on
he's
top of the
usually pretty
points.
close on that.
He stays on top of it.
Yeah.
So that literally was 2 positions. If Troy would have finished 7th or 8th, then Garrett would have won the regular season championship.
Right.
I think we're going to do away with that next season, honestly. I'll have to get the drivers' views on it, but I'm thinking about going back to standard points.
Right.
I never really liked the chase setup since the beginning, so. But I don't race in any of the series, so I'll leave it up to the drivers what you guys want. If you want to chase, we'll do the chase, but if you want to go back to standard old school, then we'll do that too.
Yeah, see what they want to do.
Or we'll just make our own custom fucking points.
Good win for Richard.
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad he got it done tonight.
Yeah.
Good win for you, too, on the driver of the day, man.
Yeah, it's all the loyal fans.
You're going to be getting a Lifetime Achievement Award coming to you for that. But Nation, man, we missed him tonight. That fella
Yeah, he's got to get up early.
got to get up early, so he couldn't hang out with us, and he jumped out before the broadcast started, which was smart because he knew he'd probably get caught up in it if he didn't. So he got out of here, and you miss it when he's gone, though.
Oh, yeah.
The bastard child of Ned Jarrett and Benny Parsons. Guy's going to win. He's got the Lifetime Achievement Award for broadcasters locked up, Hal. You know that, right?
Keeps it interesting.
Nation is he's the best, hands down. And you can tell when he's missing, can't you, Coop?
Yeah. There's a void there, man.
It's a major void. It's like the broadcast is done because there's no Nation.
I try to carry it, but
You do. You give it a good effort, Coop. That's all that counts, man. I mean, you try, and I try too. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not the same without Nation, Hal.
It's all that chaos.
We miss that. We miss them.
you're gonna have to quit your job, Nation.
If we could find a way for WFO to fund that fucking shit, we'd probably let him quit his job. He's best broadcaster ever. You ain't got a broadcaster unless you got Nation 01. Period. That's like our secret sauce over here.
Secret sauce.
We got to have a secret sauce. It's Nation.
More like a spoiled milk.
Hal, just tell it like it is. No, really, Nation, we hope you sleep good tonight, buddy.
Yeah, get your beauty sleep.
Maybe you won't have to go in so early on Thursday so you can hang out with me tomorrow night in the truck series because I will be taking off first thing Friday morning and heading down to Homestead. So
Oh, that's right.
I won't see you fellers during the weekend, but I'll catch up with you next week. And I did win in the
Cool.
dirt car. I made a dirt car start last night in the official series and won it, Hal.
Cool.
I won the fucking race. I was happy. I was excited. I pumped my fist. I'm like, fuck yes, back to victory lane. But I got
Feels
lucky.
good.
It does feel good when you haven't won in a while because you don't do much racing and you go out and win on an official race, especially in a dirt car. I mean, dirt cars kind of, you'd think of it as a crapshoot. But honestly, those races have been cleaner for me than the asphalt ones have. You look at my dirt safety rating, it's at like 4.55 now. I didn't even fucking know that SRs could go that high, Hal.
I didn't either.
And it is 4.55. But in my defense, I'm at like 4.50 on the oval side in the safety rating. So I've done a really good job about getting those up. But I'm tired, and we got to do points, and it's almost 11 o'clock. So that means all the fine folks that come in and voted for you in the stream, then I'm going to have to tell them good night, Hal.
Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow.
And we'll get them back tomorrow night when the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series comes to Texas and does battle. And we thank you for coming in. Appreciate you giving a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And we'll catch you tomorrow night. I want to thank Bradley Cooper, for coming in and broadcasting with me tonight. Does a good job on Tuesday nights. Thank Hal Lamy for everything he does at WFO. Putting on a great league and group of guys here racing. And we appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow night with the Wicked Wednesday Truck Series.